That house is for sale. Ain't it a beauty? It's made out of stone. Just look at that place, huh? The American dream right there. This is one hell of a dream house. You don't want to know the price. Talking about the American dream here. You know, it's astonishing to me every time I read the news in the morning. It always frightens me because nobody seems to care. Both parties. So it's been brought to my attention since the spring of 2022, 115 or 120,000 immigrants, illegal immigrants, have arrived and are living in New York City. Now, that's just New York City. That's what really frightens me, because I can't for the life of me figure out why there is not a politician on both sides that has the responsible audacity, to stand up, look the American public in the eye and say, you know what, enough is enough. America is closed. We cannot, guys, have any more illegal immigrants. We can't let any more into this country. And for those of you who think America is a bad place, I have a newsflash for you. A lot of these migrants are living in the storm sewers of New York City. I wouldn't let my cat go in a storm sewer, let alone children and men and women, adults, who most of them have no skills. Most of them certainly don't speak English. And they're supposed to come here and do what? What do we need 110,000 illegal migrants for? What purpose are they going to serve? And what is the limit that we should impose on illegal immigrants? Well, see, that's a stupid question, so we're scrap that. What are we, instead, here's what we need to ask. What steps do we need to take as a nation to protect our borders? What do we need to do to stop people from coming in illegally? It needs to stop. You see, I'm going to say some things here that you're not going to like, but I have the audacity to do it because it needs to be said. There is a limitation to my generosity. There is a limitation to my handouts. There is even a limitation to my prayers. You see, everything has limitations. And we cannot continue to support people coming into this country, getting free medical care, getting free food stamps, getting free housing, when we have, wow, that was a loud blue jay, did you hear him? We have illegal, not illegal, but we have homeless veterans sleeping in our streets in the cities, not just in the cities, in towns. We have homeless veterans here in Beaver County. We have them in Allegheny County. We have them probably in Mercer County, for you folks that live up north from me, Erie County, Crawford County, Washington County, Lawrence County. Take your pick, the whole friggin' half of the state where I reside. We have homeless veterans all over the place, and we don't seem to blink an eye for them. It has to stop. America is closed. You have no right to be here if you're an illegal alien. And let me tell you folks something before you start preaching the gospel to me about it. I come from a family of immigrants. Okay, my father's parents are from Eastern Europe and my mother's parents were from Germany. They came here legally. They did what they were supposed to do. I'm not shutting doors for people who want to come to this country legally and work and sacrifice their ass off to get a house like that you see here, because it's available to them. It's available to the right people. It's not available to everyone. That's what we don't seem to understand. And that's the conversation that we don't have that we should be having. You see, there's no trophy for second place. Either you have what it takes to make it in this country or you don't. This is not a socialist agenda. I don't care about your financial situation. And don't preach to me about, don't lecture to me about adversity and poverty, because I lived it. I slept in single-digit temperatures in Pittsburgh, under bridges, and other places that I haven't told you about in my videos, okay? So don't tell me, don't lecture me about it, because I know all about it. I don't need a lesson on adversity and poverty. I lived it. I know exactly what it is. You don't, but I do. So I can say these things. I can say these things with confidence and conviction, and I'm saying them. You have no right to be here. I want my borders closed. I don't want to take care of any more people. Lady Liberty is tired. In New York City, she's frowning. She needs a rest. She can't take in the cold, the tired, the hungry, and the poor. Stay in your country and get shit done yourself. Don't run to America every time there's a crisis. Every time there's a crisis in the world, they want to go, we'll go to America. Let's go to America. No, you're not going to America no more. Stay out. You are not welcome here. We don't want you. Look, picture this, if this is incomprehensible to you and you want to call me a racist. What if 5,000 people, let alone 110 or 120,000, what if 5,000 immigrants showed up in your town? How would you deal with that? What would these parks look like with 5,000 immigrants all over the place that they ain't got nowhere to go? What would happen? What would happen to the safety of your children? What would happen to the safety of your old people? What would happen to the safety of your property? Who's going to protect you there? Democrats? Republicans? What would happen in your own town? Just put your own town as an example if you don't believe me and you don't think that this doesn't need to stop. America is closed. I'm sorry, guys, but I can't take it no more. I don't want these people in my country. I don't want them having green cards. That's gone. I don't care. I don't want them here anymore, reaping the benefits of people who work very hard in this country, especially in neighborhoods like I live in right now, where these people pay a lot of money to live here because they have the means, they have the skills, they have what it takes to make America work for them. And I'm sorry to tell you, well, I'm not sorry to tell you, actually, not everybody has that skill set. That's not my problem. This is how competitive it is. This is the world. This is the way it is. Work out your own fear and salvation by just simply looking it in the eyes and saying, you know what, this has to stop. Be a hero in your own country. Don't run to America. I don't want to see any more people running over here when things get bad in their country. While at the same time I hear about how bad and racist America is. But yet we've got people living in storm sewers in New York City to not have the immigration people coming after them. They want to escape detection. Most of these people, like I said, should not be here in the first place. They have criminal records, they're murderers, they're rapists, they're wanted in their own countries. Why would you want somebody like that here? So don't reward these people anymore. Don't put them in churches. And that's another problem that I'm having with, the Catholic Church is the number one safety net for these people. And if you don't believe me, trust me, just do your own research and you'll see that I'm telling the truth. Your priest doesn't tell you that on Mass on Sundays, how many migrants are hiding. There's money to be made. And see, at the end of the day, it's money. That's why these people are here. Somebody's making money off of this. You don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure that out. So you have to ask yourself, okay, before I close this video, you have to ask yourself, what is the limit? I think the limit has been reached, guys. I just think it has. No more immigrants. No more illegal aliens. I don't care if they're women, children, drowning in the Rio Grande. I don't. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. We can't have it no more. We can't take care of the world's problems. We cannot take care of every person that wants to come to the United States. We have limitations in this country. I'm sorry to tell you. The American dream is not available to everybody. It's not. It's not. It's possible, but it's not available to everybody just because they want it. And you're talking to somebody, again, who knows all about poverty and adversity, because I overcame it. And I am here to tell you that there's a lot of people that just simply don't have the skill set to do that. And the more we bring in those kinds of people, the more problems we're going to have. And it's never going to end. America's going to get worse. Just look at your cities, ladies and gentlemen. Your cities are crumbling. Look at Philadelphia. Look what's going on with the drug problem here. And those aren't caused so much by illegal immigrants. These are people in their own country. They're sleeping out in the streets. They're drugged up. They don't even know where they're at. You folks in Philadelphia, you have my sympathies. And if there's a person from Philadelphia that's watching this video, leave a comment below. I would love to know your view about what's going on, because I've been to Philadelphia. I went there for a Paul McCartney concert a long time ago, about 20 years now. It's a beautiful city. I love Philadelphia. You folks in Los Angeles, you folks in Chicago, you folks in Portland, Oregon, all over. Where do we draw the line, guys? It has to stop. And I know what I presented in this video may be very, racist to some of you, and I assure you that's not my intention. My intention is just to bring the truth to your eyes. Are you going to shelter 5,000 people in your town if they overrun it? Are you really? I doubt it. Any more than I doubt that these people here that live in these homes in this town would give up their entire home for $1 to an American Indian, because as we speak right now, we're sitting on very sacred Indian land, Delaware land, as a matter of fact. So guys, before you call me a racist and want to point a finger at me, know this. I come from a family of immigrants. I love immigrants. I study languages. All races are important to me. They all have something beautiful to offer humanity. But illegal migrants coming here don't. I know what it's like to be poor. I know what it's like to overcome adversity. So because of my experiences, I'm enabled to take this platform and talk how I see fit. And this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to reveal this to you. Not as a Democrat, not as a Republican, not as an independent, but as a human. We have limitations. We just have limitations in this country, and we're tired. I'm tired. I don't want to see it no more. Lady Liberty's tired. Give her a break.